I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on my mind. I've noticed that we have pretty different views on some important issues, and I'm worried it's starting to create a bit of tension between us. Yes, I've noticed that too. It feels like every time we talk about religion or politics, things might get heated. I don't want us to end up arguing all the time, but it's hard when we see things so differently. I agree. I think our differences are important, and I don't want to ignore them, but I also don't want them to drive a wedge between us. For example, your strong religious beliefs are really different from my more agnostic views. I respect your faith, but sometimes I feel like it's hard for us to connect because of that. I get that, man. My faith is a big part of who I am, and I know it can be a lot, especially for someone who doesn't share those beliefs. But it's not just about religion. I've noticed we also have pretty different political views, and that's been tough too. I want to have open conversations, but sometimes it feels like we are talking past each other instead of really understanding where the other is coming from. Exactly. It's like we are both so passionate about our beliefs that we forget to really listen to each other. I don't want to feel like I have to avoid certain topics just to keep the peace, but I also don't want to hurt our relationship by pushing too hard on things we might never agree on. I feel the same way. It's frustrating because I value our friendship and I don't want our differences to overshadow everything else. But at the same time, these beliefs are a big part of who we are, and it's hard to just set them aside. Maybe we don't have to set them aside, but we could try to approach our conversations differently. Instead of trying to convince each other or getting defensive, we could focus on understanding why we each believe what we do. It's okay to disagree, but I think we can still respect each other's perspectives. It's important to me that we can talk about these things without it turning into a battle. I'm willing to try being more open and less defensive. I'll do my best to really listen to you, even when I don't agree. Yeah, my bro, I'll do the same. I know it's not easy. But I think it's worth it. We've always had a strong connection, and I don't want our differences to ruin that. I think we can find a way to respect each other's beliefs. Even when they clash, it will make our relationship stronger. I think so too. We might not always see eye to eye, but that doesn't mean we can't support each other and have meaningful conversation. Who knows, we might even learn some things from each other along the way. Exactly. I'm really glad you are talking about this. It's not always easy to navigate, but I think it's important. Let's keep the dialogue open, even when it is uncomfortable. Yeah, I believe we will. Agreed. We are both passionate about what we believe in, and that's a good thing. As long as we keep respecting each other, I think we will be just fine. Thanks for being open about this conversation. It means a lot to me. Thank you too. I'm glad you're on the same page about wanting to make this work. Let's keep supporting each other, even when we are on the opposite sides of an issue. Doesn't matter. I'm a Muslim, you're a Christian. It does not matter. Let's keep supporting each other.